Yo guys, what's up? This is the Pokemon Pimp, and I'm coming at y'all with a battle today against I have no clue who this is against. Yeah, his name on here is Pod, but I will look that up soon. So this is going to be a Politoed versus a Sableye first, and yeah, um, Sableye is nothing to screw with, but Politoed goes for Protect as he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I seen something like that coming, so I just wanted to make sure that it was kind of okay. So yeah, he goes for the confusion, and Politoad's going to go for the poison or the toxic, but it's gonna hit itself because it's a stupid whore. Okay, so now that the whore thing's out of my system, everything's getting leftovers, and he switches out this turn and goes into Miss Lily. Okay, so I get the toxic off, but of course it's going to miss. I'm okay with that though because next turn, he's going to miss the sleep powder. I'm going to break through the confusion, and I am going to mess this whore up with a friggin' ice beam. So you know what? Goodbye, you stupid slut. Um, sorry about that, guys. But the crit didn't matter at all. So he brings out the Espeon, and I really didn't know what it was going to do. So I went ahead and switched out into Seaman, and yeah, he just kind of gets a grass knot, which is okay because that doesn't bother him at all. So here I go for the Thunder Punch, and I get to flip out of there because I've had that experience before, and I don't want to see that happen again. So yeah, he brings out, or I bring back out my Politoed to take the Will-O-Wisp, but happily for me it misses. So yeah, Politoed shaking his wiener at everybody saying you can't hit me, but now he goes for the substitute, and that is going to just screw my plan up. So yeah, um, Politoed gets Will-O-Wisp this turn. I think you say that like that, but whatever. And I go for the Scald, and that's definitely going to be enough to break the sub. So yeah, next turn I think I just kind of go for the Scald again because now that that Lilligant's gone, um, Politoads can just scald just about everything on the team and do a decent amount. So here he brings in his Espeon, and I go for the Scald once again. Um, I figured it probably wouldn't take Sableye out, but it would do enough to where probably two Scalds would kill it after the sub, so I was fine. So yeah, he brings in the Espeon, and I just go for the Protect to see what Espeon could do, but here he sets up the Reflect, and I really wasn't paying attention all that much, if you want the truth. I was doing a lot of other things. So, yeah, Espeon gets out of there, and he goes into his, whatever the frig that little whore thing is. But I went for the Protect that turn because I didn't see what was going on the first turn, which I kind of should have paid attention, but, you know. Um, so, yeah, I bring out Lucky because I figured I could take anything, and even an Earth Power wouldn't hurt me. So here, I kind of just go for the sub because I want to see if this thing's got the Ice Beam. And apparently it don't because it uses the Scald instead. So, yeah, the Poison Heal kicks in, and that gives me about half back of what I lost from the sub. And I go into Seaman to, yeah. But here he has the Icy Wind, which kind of confused me. But then I seen the speed drop, and I understood why. Because he ain't going to be outspeeding anything anytime soon, so he might as well go for a speed drop to at least give it a shot. So, yeah, now I go for the Iron Head, and this is just like spamming Iron Head for like the next 10 minutes, if I'm right. And here he goes for the Earth Power, and I honestly forgot Jirachi had Serene Grace, or I really wouldn't have used, I forgot Jirachi had Serene Grace until now. Because here I get like 15 flinches over the next like 10 turns, It was ridiculous. So it's just kind of like
the worst part of the match because I didn't really have anything to take this guy out. Um, I never really thought to, oh yeah, this might be a good idea to have something for a water and ground because not too many people use Swampert anymore, so that's pretty much fine. Um, so it's just kind of Jirachi sitting there and Iron Heading him until I just thought Jirachi would be a good idea just to Iron Head until he died. There we go. So I just keep Iron Heading, and here I find out he has to recover, so now I'm really starting to get mad because I have nothing for this thing. And seeing that, I really think I'm going to replace Jirachi with Breloom just because, yeah, that will help out a lot, I think. So, yeah, um, the Iron Head just keeps doing its job, and I just kind of keep sitting there until he dies, and finally Jirachi dies. So now I really don't know what to go out into, so I figured I might as well go out into my special defensive wall, and that is definitely going to be Latios because he just is going to wall everything that wants to come anywhere close to him. So I go for the, what is that move called? Dragon Pulse, and that does a really good amount. And now my speed falls, I'm not really worried about that, so I think I just go for the Dragon Pulse here again while he switches out and goes into his Sable Life. I'm not sure, or no. That's it. That Togekiss. So yeah, I get that, and then I go for the Thunder, and this had to be like a mid-damage Thunder because Latios Thunder is nothing to play around with, and this guy lived with 1 HP and he gets paralyzed. So, yeah, I mean, I can't really complain because he got paralyzed, but then he paralyzes me, and that kind of hurts in the long run, but not too much. So, I'm kind of fine with that. So, I just go for the Thunder again because, you know, it's never going to miss, so why not? And, yeah, so Togekiss dies, and Latios is just kind of standing out there like, let's go. And now he brings in a Volcanus, I think is its name, and he gets up a Quiver Dance, and I just go for the Dragon Pulse if I'm right. I keep meaning to put Surf, or I think Surf is all it can get. So yeah, I just mean to put Surf on there, and I get paralyzed there, which kind of sucks, but it happens. So I go for the switch out into my Politoed, and Politoed is just being a whore. It dies because it's a little slut. But oh well, it was Switch Fire, and that works for me. So yeah, he goes for the Bug Buzz, and that, like I said, that's going to take Politoed out from that amount of HP, which I'm fine with that because it's a Politoed, and I didn't really expect it to win the match for me. So here I go out into my Lucky the Gliscor, and I'm going to go for an Earthquake here, I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, so his special attack and all that crap rises. Yeah, but I go for the Earthquake, and that does a decent amount. I mean, a lot less than I expected, but it did its job, I guess. So he goes for another fiery dance or something, and that is going to take me out. The crit did not matter at all there. So here I go into my Togekiss, and he does not want any of that at all. And I go for the T-Wave, and I forgot that he had Espeon out, so I T-Wave myself. But guess what? I have Lumberry, so that does not hurt me at all. Just due to the fact that I know a lot of people like to paralyze the Togekiss, that's why I have that item on it. But there I go for the Air Slash. That does a good chunk to that uh, Gastrodon, if I'm right. I'm sorry, guys, I don't know very many Pokemon names anymore because there's so freaking many. And I only know the names of the people I use a lot or see a lot. So, yeah. Um, Gastrodon just kind of sits there and he switches out and goes into his Trollololo or something like that. And
I hit the air slash, and that does a really good amount, so screw it, next turn I think I'm just going to go for the air slash again. But he goes for the confusion, and kind of scared me because Serene Grace I thought worked on me, so I figured the confusion was going to hit me a lot. But I break through this time and get the air slash off, and that's going to take that out. So, I didn't really want Togekiss to have like a crap ton of damage on it, so I just went ahead and switched out and went into my Weavile, and Weavile just kind of sat out there while it recovered and did a little bit of damage to it. Here I think I just would go for the fake out and then the ice punch. So yeah, Weavile just kind of does that thing where he goes out and outspeeds everything and tries to get a kill. So yeah, like I said, Weavile's just kind of sitting out there ready to go. And there's my phones, so we'll see who that is. And I'll keep talking about the battle. So, yeah. Okay, guys, I am back, and yeah, Weavile is now just kind of standing out there, and he is ready to go. So he gets the leftovers, and here I go for the ice punch, and it, yeah, it does enough, I guess. But I get burnt, so I know Weavile's worthless, so I'm just going to kind of leave him out here and bite and ice punch everything until... yeah. Until Weavile dies. So, here, I get the bright idea that ice punch is going to do more than bite, so I just kind of leave him out there to do nothing, pretty much. So this guy goes for the recover. And this kind of ticks me off because now it's just prolonging the game at this point because I know I'm going to win and he knows he's going to lose and all that crap. So I go for the bite and it doesn't do like a crap ton, but it does enough to where I was happy with it. So yeah, Weavile faints and but my special defensive wall is coming out. And he gets the ice thingy, and it's a crit, and that drops the speed again. But I go for the Dragon Pulse here, and just kind of, yeah, take it out with a crit. And this guy gets all mad because I got the crit, and I was like, well, you know what, home dog, guess what, my bud? It happens because you got a crit on me, I got a crit on him, it was all good. So here, I did not know this before this match, but you can use a Morning Sun, and it does not do the same amount in the rain. So just gonna say that now. If you guys have Morning Sun, don't use it in the rain because it don't really help. So he has to do 2 Morning Suns to get what he wanted, and I kind of don't at all. I just use a Reflect, and I'm on, or not a Reflect. What is that? I just use a Recover, and I'm all happy. So, yeah, he uses the Bug Buzz, and that's going to be enough to where it just kind of irritates me. Here, I would have definitely won the game, no matter what, if he wouldn't have got that. But no, now I get to be a little bit scared. So, I bring out my Togekiss, and I'm just going to start air slashing everything that lives or breathes. So this brings me down to 319 HP, and that is going to take him out, the air slash will. So goodbye to that thing, and now he's going to bring out his Espeon, and this is going to be a fight for all fights. So he uses the Psychic, and that is going to bring me down to like 186. And this is going to take him down to like 25%. Now he uses another Psychic, and if he would have got a crit, he would have won. But no, I live with 42 HP, and that will be enough to take